How's it going, y'all? This is Vehemence, and today we're going to be ranking every extreme, insane, and high-end hard demon that I have beaten. This is something I wanted to do for a while, and I finally feel like I have enough completions to make a sizable video out of it. I have all the thumbnails down here. These aren't my thumbnails. I will try and credit whoever made them in my description, but yeah, I just kind of collected these and we're going to rank them. Forgot to say, these are in alphabetical order. They're not in difficulty order, so don't think I'm saying Acropolis or Bichromatic is harder than Cataclysm, for example. First one we have is Acropolis. I don't really know what I think of Acropolis. I like it. I wouldn't say it's A tier. It's not a great level, but it's good. It's good gameplay wise. I mean, it's all timings, so it's like yeah, I put it in B tier. For 1.9, it's really good gameplay, but it is extremely unbalanced. I mean, the first cube is like extreme demon difficulty easily, and then after that, it goes into hard demon for a lot of it. I'll just put it in B tier, just for being unbalanced. But yeah, I enjoyed Acropolis. I beat it in like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and I have fun with it, so I'll put it in B. Bichromatic by GMD Man. This is a very click sync based level in terms of gameplay. It's well decorated, but it is very like mid 2.1. The song is fantastic, but I also did not have a good experience with it. I died a lot later in the level. I'd say I probably enjoyed it more than Acropolis, but you know, they're around the same enjoyment, I feel like, just because Bichromatic is way better of a level than Acropolis, in my opinion, but I just had a worse experience. So I'll put it above. Cataclysm, speaking of good experiences, Cataclysm took me 3 days as a hardest. So I feel like I overrate it. I don't think it's a great level, but I do think that it's like a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's a really enjoyable experience for me. If I had died at the end, I'd probably give it like a 5 out of 10. Honestly, it's not that great. So I'll put it in C tier. It like Bichromatic and Acropolis are definitely better levels than it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy it. Brimstone by Findexy. This is one I did in a race with Sky and maybe Captain Rubik's. I don't think so, but yeah, me and Sky were doing this. I found it on the hard demon list, and it's very skill based, so I did it in about an hour, 600 something attempts. It's not Insane Demon, but it is a high-end hard demon, so I included it on this list. Yeah, I'd say I enjoyed it. It's not like fantastic. It's very much inspired by Bloodbath. I mean, you can tell just by watching it and playing it. And it does have some like high insane, low extreme difficulty choke points, but I don't know. I think it's a good level. Like it's fun. So I'll put it in low P maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to choose. It definitely plays better than Cataclysm. All right, the next level I have is Falling Up, and this one is really hard to rank because there's a lot of good and a lot of bad about Falling Up. Same thing with a lot of Kermal's levels. Falling Up is like 90% good and 10% bad, but that 10% bad is really bad. The decoration looks fantastic for 2.0. The gameplay, for the most part, is alright. There's some really fun parts. But then the last 10%, I mean, this has been said a million times by people that are not me. But the last duel fucking sucks. It's so bad. It is actually impossible to get consistent at, and I died there 5 times. I think my furthest death was 96 or 97. I can't really remember. I'm gonna put this in. I don't know. I think it evens out to B tier, maybe. I don't know. It's better than Cataclysm, but I'll put it right there. All right, the next level is Flat Major, and this is a Insane Demon. I overrate this in difficulty a lot. I think it is very high Insane Demon. Most people think it's around mid tier Insane, but I find it super hard. The wave choke points are insane on this. I don't know how to rank this. I enjoy it. Like I think it's a cool level. I think it's really cool. I wanted to do it for a while before I did it, but I just don't know exactly where I'd put it. I probably put it in. Damn, I never even thought about this actually. Let me think about this. All right, after some deliberation, I think for now I'm gonna put it in C tier above Cataclysm. I enjoyed it, but it did get very boring after I'd already gotten far a couple times because the first 40% is like not even demon, and then some of it's like easy medium demon, but the first 40% is very easy, and then it just gets so boring to do it over and over again. The gameplay that's hard is really fun, but it's it's obviously intended to be like an insane choke point, so the balancing isn't great. But yeah, I think it's a decent level, and yeah, that's all I really have to say about Flat Major. All right, the next level is Fusion 2 by Manix. I really enjoy Fusion 2 actually. I thought it was a fantastic level. Really learny, but I just had a good experience with it. Like I remember it very well. I believe it's the first demon I beat of significant difficulty after coming back to the game when 2.2 came out. I remember it being kind of unbalanced, but not too bad. It's really, really pretty for 2.0. I mean, it can look very chaotic at times, but it's overall just it's an aura machine. Like it flows with 2.0 aura, and that's when I started playing the game. So I feel like I have to put it in A tier. I really like it, and it's really good. All right, the next level is Dismay by Ewop. This one I picked up and I beat it. I believe as a third hardest. It is a really good level. I've heard some comparisons to like I don't know the Cognition or Oblivion style of gameplay, but in a way easier context. I kind of see it, but only for about the first half of the level, and it's really fun. It flows very well. The first half is significantly harder than the second half, though, so that takes some like points off of balancing, but I honestly didn't really care that much. Like I thought it was a really fun level. So I'm gonna put it in A tier. I don't know if I put it above or below Fusion 2. I don't know. I'll probably put it below. Fusion 2 just has a sense of like nostalgia to it that Dismay doesn't have. Dismay does have kind of a generic decoration style, unfortunately. But Fusion 2, I don't know. I just like Fusion 2. So I'll put it below for now. The next level is Photovoltaic by Mazel. This is a level. I beat it as a second hardest. Good lord. I don't even know how you make gameplay that fucking stupid. Like it's most of it's fine, I guess, but there's some parts that are just brain dead AI generated gameplay. Like I just don't fucking get how you can make a part like Noah's part and not be like in a vegetative state. It's ridiculous. Like it's so dumb. And it's not even like inconsistent. It's just like why would you make gameplay like this? Like and it most of it looks decent, but I don't know. It's like I wouldn't say it's a good level. It's riddled with like weird nerfs that are intended to fix the level, but they're completely invisible. So yeah, they're technically nerfs, but you have to learn the nerfs. And they're not like intuitive. They're just like sprinkled around. Like transition fixtures and stuff that you have to learn. So it's very much not sight readable. Not that I care anyway. I was beating it as a second hardest, but yeah, photovoltaic. I give it like a 3 out of 10 when I beat it in terms of enjoyment. So I'll put it in D. It's easily it's not a good level, but I do have some love for it because it is like kind of so bad it's good. But yeah, I don't know. I not a good level, but I do have a little bit of like I do kind of like it a little bit in its own weird fucked up sense. All right, the next level is Psychosis by Heinz. Heinz is not a good person. I think we all know this. This has nothing to do with Heinz as a person. Neither does Night Terrors. I'll rank that later. So yeah, just know that I'm not defending anything Heinz did, but this is just the level. I liked the level a lot. I give it an A tier. Don't know exactly where I'd put it. I'll probably put it above Dismay. I don't know. Like it's a really good level. Maybe I'll put it above Fusion. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd put it above Dismay and below Fusion too. Just because Psychosis has that really long nerve control part at like 75 to 100. It will kill you, and it is awkward as hell. It's like slow speed ship with gravity transitions and click consistency wave. Again, still in slow speed. Just it's not fun, but like most of the level is fantastic gameplay wise. Looks really good, like a 1.9, 2.0 hybrid style. Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend beating it. I beat it as a hardest, and I absolutely adored my experience with it. Again, except for the last 20%, 25%. So yeah, I'll put it right there. All right, the next level I'll be ranking is Right In. I believe it's by Trollface Dash. It's rough. It's a fucking rough level. I mean, this shit is like so ridiculous that I don't know where to put it. I'll probably put it in B tier. It's not it's better than Photovoltaic mostly because I like the song more and the decoration style is more consistent. It's like if you mixed Cataclysm with Supersonic and then made balancing somehow just as bad as both of them and then added a straight fly choke point at the end. I died at the end, I believe, 4 times. The last 4 spike straight fly, 4 times. I hated this level by the end of it. Like I just couldn't stand it anymore. So I don't think it's as bad of a level as photovoltaic. It's very goofy, but it's not like that shit. So I'll put it in D tier above photovoltaic. The next level is sharp minor. Imagine flat major, but more forgettable. It's nowhere near as hard as flat major. It's high hard demon, like tier 15 on the GDDL. So I will put it. I'll put it below Cataclysm. It's not bad at all. It's just so mediocre that I forgot I even beat it. I'm not even gonna lie. The next level is the Flawless. This is my most recent completion. Uh, I beat this very quickly. I beat this in about 4 hours of playtime as my sixth extreme and fifth hardest. I do believe it's harder than Cataclysm, so that's why I put that as my fifth hardest. But just because I beat it very quickly doesn't mean that, I automatically have to rate it high. I think it's a very poorly balanced level in terms of gameplay. It looks fine for the time. It's very generic Hell style. 35 to 50, that ship is about as hard as like Crackspart and Bloodbath to me, and I find Crackspart very awkward. I know a lot of my friends have said that it's harder than any ship that's in Bloodbath. I don't know if I agree with that. And then there's the cube part with 4 straight 60 FPS frame perfects in a level that's around Cataclysm difficulty for no fucking reason other than they probably didn't know how hard the jumps they were making were. So I'll put it in it's. I don't know if I'd put it in D tier. I don't know. I probably will. I put it in D tier, above Right In. I don't know. Right In and Photovoltaic just feel alien. The Flawless just feels like a poorly made Extreme Demon from 2.0. So that's where it'll go. All right, for those of you watching, you may notice that as of right now, I haven't included anything in S tier. And that's because I've been saving it until I got to one level. Also because I only really have one level that I'd put completely in S tier. And that level is Toxin Lab 3 by Zaro. This is my favorite demon of all time. I don't know why I like it so much. Something about the style of it. It's very like crusty, over decorated 2.0 like glow moving object spam, but it's so badass to me. Like it's so like raw. The song is great too. I don't know why I like Ego Death by Extruler so much. It's just so over the top, edgy, like ridiculous dubstep shit. But yeah, I adore that level. I had such a fun time beating it. I beat it as a hardest in 2022 after I did Psychosis. And I beat it when it was Hard Demon. It's Insane Demon now. And before that, I went for Windy Landscape, and I found Toxin Lab 3 to be way harder than Windy Landscape. So I was really surprised that it was Hard Demon at the time. But yeah, I just love this level so much. I beat it for the first time off camera with high detail on because I couldn't record with just regular high detail mode on. And then I beat it on recording 2 hours later in low detail mode so I could, post it on my YouTube channel. It's the only level I've ever done that with. Most of these levels I've only beaten once with the exception of, like Psychosis. Yeah, I love Toxin Lab 3. My favorite demon of all time, and I highly recommend if you haven't played it, just give it a try. It's so cool. All right, the next level I want to talk about is Windy Landscape by Woogie. I can't remember the numbers that come after Woogie, but it is a insane demon. I think it's probably more close to hard demon difficulty. It's a good level. I liked Windy Landscape, although I don't really remember that much about it. I don't know where I'd put it. I probably would put it in B tier because I just had a good experience with it. I don't know. I kind of like Acropolis more. I don't know why. Actually, no, I rank it above Acropolis, below Bichromatic. I'll put it in B tier just because it's a good level. There's nothing really offensive about it. It's very good for 1.9 decoration wise. I mean, all of Woogie's levels are. But yeah, I just think it's a fun level. It looks good. The song is fine, but I've heard it a million times. Like Windfall is a very iconic song that I've heard so much that it just kind of falls on my ears at this point. So yeah, B tier. All right, the next level is Gooberverse by IRS Dorkage. This was like one of IRS Dorkage's first rated levels from what I remember. And now he's like, a very large creator in terms of significance. He has had dailies, weeklies, and this level is really well made for like a 1.6 GDPS level. It looks fantastic. The gameplay, I don't even know. I don't know what IRS Dorkage was doing. It's like mostly medium demon, hard demon gameplay, and then the most stupid straight fly of your life for the ships. So I beat it very quickly because it is so skill based. I don't know exactly where I'd put it, but I don't know if I'd put it above Sharp Minor. I probably would. I'll put it below Cataclysm. I'll put it in C tier because it looks really good. It uses, from what I remember, it uses cycles. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it uses as the song. And I love cycles, so yeah, I think it should go right there. All right, the next level is Hopping Over Puddles by J27 Blaze, I believe. I really liked this level. I beat it as a second hardest, and it still is my second hardest. And yeah, I think it's a great level. It's very timing based, very difficult timings for its difficulty. I remember the NLW placed it in beginner tier when it first got placed, and I think that's ridiculous because I think it's about the same difficulty as, I don't know, the Hell Dignity. I think it's about medium tier NLW just because the timings are so difficult. It is a very short level and it's very low CPS, but it's just the raw difficulty of the timings. Very high. But I really liked it. The decoration's great. I love timing gameplay, so I really liked it. It got very consistent, which a lot of timing levels don't get consistent, but Hopping Over Puddles got very consistent. Took me a while to get consistent, but it did. I don't know. I liked it more than Fusion 2, maybe? I think so. I'll put it in A tier. My experience was a little bit soured by like dying at the end a couple times. I never died past like 92 or something like that. I think maybe 91 was my furthest. But yeah, I don't know. So I gave it a 7 out of 10 when I beat it, just because my enjoyment was lowered by that. But I do think it's a better level than Fusion 2, Psychosis, and Dismay. So I'll put it in A. All right, the next level is Infernal Abyss by Manix, G-Boy, and Hines that had another part in this? I don't know. Let's just say Manix and G-Boy. Yeah, this level is hated by a large portion of the community, and for pretty good reason. I jumped to it from Cataclysm. It took me a little under 30k attempts from what I remember. I did technically fluke it from 70, which I didn't consider a fluke at the time because that's after the UFO choke point, but it was. It's still hard gameplay. But yeah, I thinking about it now, it's not nearly as bad as everyone says it was. It did ruin my enjoyment of the game. I stopped playing for about a year after I beat Infernal Abyss. I beat Thanatophobia after it, but like I stopped doing like super hard stuff for me. So I'll put Infernal Abyss, I don't know, in C tier. It's not nearly as bad as people say it is. Decoration looks good. The song is really good. I'll put it above Sharp Minor because again, Sharp Minor is just so forgettable. And I'll probably put it above Gooberverse and below Cataclysm in C tier. Yeah, that UFO choke point at like 67 or something like that. That alignment based shit I cannot stand. I died there like 20 times. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable choke point. All right, now we got Night Terrors. This is another Heinz level. It's really good. I think it's a collaboration with Lugia. A lot of people now think this is easier than it's rated. I have some friends that think it's hard demon difficulty. I don't think that. I think the wave choke points and the ship choke points are too hard to be hard demon. Like, it's very very difficult for me. Still, like I mean, I could do it, but it's like it's not free at all. So I don't know. I think as a level, it looks good, it plays good, it gets consistent. There's a couple of annoying parts, but it's pretty good. I'll put it in B tier. I don't know where I'd put it. I'll put it above Windy, like right here, below Bichromatic, because Bichromatic is just a good level, like a really good level. All right, the next level is Thanatophobia. Thanatophobia is really, really good. And I feel kind of upset because the discussion around Thanatophobia is so dominated by its difficulty rather than its quality. I think Thanatophobia is one of my favorite demons in the whole game, and the gameplay's fantastic. It is very unbalanced, but it's so good that I don't even care about the balancing. The song is good. I'm normally not a big Vocaloid fan, but I really enjoyed the song as a song. Yeah, the first half super hard but gets consistent and is super fun to learn. Second half not nearly as hard but is still super fun to learn and pull off. So I'll put it in S tier honestly. I think it's a fantastic level. I do think it's overrated in difficulty. I don't think it's IDO worthy even. It's still like definitely Insane Demon. It's still maybe like tier 19 on the GDDL. Yeah, I don't even care about the difficulty discussion. I just think it's a fantastic level that everyone should at least try. And yeah, I'll put it in S tier. The next level is Theory of Visible V3 by I don't even remember. I honestly cannot remember who made this level. Blue Light, I think. It is an IDL level. I beat it as my first IDL level and a hardest. It is not good. It's very early 2.1, and as the name suggests, it's weird. It's a weird level. Can't decide what gameplay style it wants. Can't decide what decoration style it wants. I don't know. I'd put it in D tier. I'd put it below the flawless. It's better than right in because it's more fun to learn and it doesn't have choke points at the end. But it's a it's rough. It's a rough level. I did enjoy playing it though because again, I found it fun to learn, but it is just a poorly made level. It's laggy as fuck for no reason as well. So that just makes it even worse. So yeah, D tier easily. All right, the next and the last level is Sour Cream 2, and this one I really liked. It took me a while to learn. Funny Games part in specific took me like 500 attempts to learn. It took me a large time of the playtime just to learn Funny Games part. It's so weird. It's like kind of like his part in Yatagarasu, but not as fast, and it's not ball, it's cube. So I'll put it. I don't know. It's better than Falling Up. It's definitely better than Brimstone. I'd rank it higher than Acropolis, Windy Landscape. I might rank it higher than Night Terrors. Actually, no. There's some bad gameplay in there. So I'll put it right there as the last B tier. And that is every single insane, extreme, and high-end hard demon that I have beaten as of right now. Maybe when I've beaten more, I'll make an update video, but this is just my current ranking. So yeah, I will credit all of the thumbnail makers in this video in the description, and I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I've recommended some cool levels to y'all. Have a good one, y'all, and see y'all in the next video.